entertainment.
While Batman's sitting on his couch watching TV in Corona, well, I'm not. I'm saving the world.
Welcome to Kids Online. Speaker, we got a speaker. Guys, come here. We got a speaker to tell you. Today is our last Kids Children Live. Next week, we're gonna be in person. Now we can take everything we learned out into the world. We really enjoyed spending our mornings with you guys. But next week, we'll see you all at church. First up, all our Christmas journey. Herod tries to stop Jesus. I wonder what happened.
Hey kids, I hope you can hear me okay. I'm currently at Frankston Beach and I'm sitting here under the night sky and I'm looking at all of the beautiful stars in the sky. You know what it reminds me of? It reminds me of the story in the Bible where the three wise men looked up at the sky and they saw this beautiful, big, bright star and they knew that our Saviour, King Jesus, had been born. There was a king that ruled the land at this time and his name was King Herod. King Herod was a bad man and he was really intimidated and jealous of King Jesus. He thought that King Jesus was going to come and take over his land and knock him out of ruling the land. So then King Herod, he summoned all the spiritual leaders and asked them to go and find baby Jesus so that he could go and worship them too. So they went off and they went in search of Jesus. And they followed the star that was in the sky. And when they did that, they found the place where Jesus was flying. They shouted with joy and gave him all these beautiful gifts that they had brought for him. But Jesus' earthly dad, Joseph, he had a dream, and the dream was telling him that they should escape. An angel of the Lord said to Joseph, "Get up now and flee to Egypt. Take Mary and the little child and stay there until I tell you to leave. For Herod intends to search for the child," meaning baby Jesus, "and kill him." So like any good father would, Joseph packed up baby Jesus and Mary and they fled and they got out of Jerusalem and they went over to Egypt where they hid from King Herod and his leaders until God told them that it was safe for them to return. Herod realized that they had escaped from Jerusalem and he got really angry and upset. He became really jealous and he unfortunately ordered the soldiers to go and kill all the little babies that were around Jesus' age. It was a horrible part of the story, but thankfully Jesus was out of that area and he was saved. So Joseph, Mary and Jesus, they headed back to Israel where Jesus was born and they stayed there so Jesus could grow up in the land of Nazarene. And that, kids, is the story of baby Jesus and how he escaped King Herod so that he could later become our king.
The story of Christmas. Jesus and the wise men. This is Jesus.
Booyah!
Jesus is the Son of God who would grow up to do amazing things. His parents on earth were Mary and Joseph.
Hey-o.
Jesus was born in a barn because there was no room for him anywhere else in Bethlehem. Bethlehem was part of Judea, an area that was ruled by a king named Herod. King Herod was in Jerusalem when some wise men from eastern lands arrived in Jerusalem asking,
Excuse me.
"Where is the newborn king of the Jews? We saw his star as it rose and we have come to worship him." When Herod heard that there was another king born in Judea, he was very upset, as was everyone else in Jerusalem.
Yeah! Not you.
So Herod called all the important priests and Jews together and asked them where this king was supposed to be born. The Jews knew that their king would eventually come, and it was always told to them that the king of the Jews, the savior of the world, would be born in Bethlehem. So they told that to King Herod. Then King Herod thought of a way to trick the wise men. So he called a private meeting with them and learned from them when the King of the Jews' star first appeared.
Oh, good.
And then King Herod told the wise men, "Go to Bethlehem and search carefully for the child, and when you find him, come back and tell me, so that I can go and worship him too."
Okay.
Hey, on your way.
But secretly, Herod wanted to know where the King of the Jews was so he could get rid of him. So the wise men went on their way, and the star they had seen in the east guided them to Bethlehem. It went ahead of them and stopped over the place where Jesus was, and the wise men were filled with joy.
Woohoo!
They went into the house and saw Mary and Jesus,
Hello.
Oh, look! Wow!
and they bowed down and worshiped Jesus.
Wait,
They gave him special gifts fit for the king that he was: gold, frankincense, and myrrh. Then God warned them in a dream to not go home through Jerusalem, where King Herod was, but God told them to go home a different way. So they did. And then an angel appeared to Joseph in a dream and said, "Get up." The angel told Joseph to go to Egypt with Mary and Jesus because Herod was looking to kill Jesus. That very night, Joseph left for Egypt with Jesus and Mary. They stayed in Egypt until Herod was gone, and it was safe for them to go home to Israel. When they returned, an angel warned them about the new ruler of Judea, who was Herod's son.
This way.
So Joseph and his family went to the region of Galilee and found their new home in the town of Nazareth,
Look good?
Yep.
We'll take it.
where Jesus would grow up and eventually do all the amazing things God had planned for him to do.
Hi guys! I hope you are enjoying Kids Church so far. This is Taylor and Violet, and we are going to be reading around the time of praise and worship. So why don't you stand up, shake all your jitters off, shake all your tiredness and sleepiness away, and let's get straight into it. Let's get ready to jump up and down, clap our hands, sing at the top of our lungs, and dance, because dancing is one of our favorite things to do. Let's get to it. Every praise is to our God. Every word of worship with one accord. Every praise is to our God. Sing hallelujah, it's to our God. Glory, hallelujah, is to our God. Every praise is to our God. Sing every praise. Every praise is to our God. Every word of worship with one accord. Every praise is to our God. Sing God my Savior, God my Savior, God my healer, God my deliverer. Yes He is. Yes, He is, singing, God my Savior, God my healer, God my deliverer. Yes, He is, singing, every praise is to our God. Every word of worship with one accord. Every praise is to our God. Sing hallelujah, it's to our God. Glory, hallelujah, it's to our God. Every praise is to our God. The splendor of the King, clothed in majesty, let all the earth rejoice, let all the earth rejoice.
Sing with me, how great is our God, and all will see how great is our God. Sing how great and how great is our God. Sing with me, how great is our God, and all will see how great is our God.
That's all for Kids Church today. We're going to pray for you. Oh God, Jesus, I pray for all and we can't realize how people and we work harder to do this. Amen. Jesus, I pray for that nothing can hurt people, that we always be there for people, and we never let someone get killed, and we help people and to not cry and be happy in the name. Bye.